As we head into 2024, it's safe to say there's never been more ways to generate an income online. You've got dropshipping, affiliate marketing, agency, SaaS, consulting, coaching, crypto, AI arbitrage, Amazon FBA, print on demand, copywriting, web design, Airbnb, and so many others, which can be super overwhelming if you're just getting started by trying to make some money online. With a never-ending list of options, all promising to make you rich overnight, and thousands of different gurus telling you my way is the best. So how can you really know which one is the best? It's a tough task, I'll admit. I too struggled, with the never-ending list of information and the constant stream of stimulus from social media when, you start to look at these things. It's a powerful enough force to send even the most intelligent, driven, and focused individuals into a vicious cycle of analysis paralysis. Honestly, it's why the vast majority of people spend weeks, months, or sometimes even years contemplating which route is actually the best to go down and why they never actually end up taking action. Well, today, for those lucky enough to stumble across this video, I want to put an end to all your uncertainty, so pay attention. As someone who's tried just about all of those popular online business models and failed at most of them, but then went over to make over 3 million in sales by the age of 24 and build multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses, I'm gonna cut straight through the noise and show you the simplest way to scale to 6 figures online. And that's with remote high ticket sales. There are 101 reasons for this, including the skyrocketing demand for remote sales reps as more and more businesses continue to flood the online space, the nearly unlimited earning capacity for a good remote sales rep position, and the fact sales is the most important skill in business. But I'm going to cover all of that and more later on in this video. For now, I'm going to walk you through some of the other popular online business models and tell you why you should choose high ticket closing over all of them. Because here's the thing, high ticket sales is not like most beginner friendly online business models being pushed by all the gurus. Sales is a timeless skill. It's not a trend. It will always be in demand. It can be learned relatively quickly, and with some guidance, you can use it to make cold hard commission in as little as 90 days with virtually no risk. Meaning you don't need a bunch of capital to start up. There's no need to build and manage a team, deal with supply chain issues, hassle with fulfillment, marketing, client management, or any of these other headaches you run into whilst running an entire business. All you need to do is learn one skill, close deals, and the business will handle the rest. Now, before I go any further, I do want to make a quick disclaimer. Whilst high ticket sales, in my humble but most likely correct opinion, the best way to make 10K a month online, all these other business models can work, and you can also make money with them. There are people who have done hundreds of thousands, if not millions a month in all these business models I listed at the start of this video. However, not all opportunities are created equal. Some routes are going to be significantly harder than others, especially for beginners. So you see, most of these beginner-friendly business models, they're not beginner-friendly at all. They're highly complex, they require a lot of skill, and they're becoming more and more saturated as more and more people enter the online space. Meaning, in order to actually make money with these businesses, you need to actually be good. You need to actually be an expert at what you do. Because I hate to break it to you, but gone are the days where you could throw up a crappy website, order some cheap product from China, and just run some simple Facebook ads and start printing money out of thin air. Just like the days where you could invest a few thousand and hit some crazy spike in the crypto market that would make you rich overnight. The way to actually make 10K a month online in 2024 is by developing an in-demand skill set. The more tangible skills you have, and the more you refine them over time, the more money you will make. There is no magic pill, there is no crazy product you can sell, or there's no mystery marketing strategy you could learn that will print money out of thin air whilst you sit and scroll TikToks on your couch. It's just not how making money online works anymore. In 2024, you need to learn tangible skills that will actually start printing you money. And this is the #1 mistake I see being made by so many beginners. Rather than focusing on becoming someone that is capable of making 10K a month by developing a valuable skill set, they chase the quick cash promised by the gurus and the boys on Instagram and dive headfirst into starting a business. You see, without taking the time to build up the valuable skill set necessary to start an agency, an e-commerce store, or a copywriting business, you're inevitably going to be crushed by the 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs that have been doing it for years and ultimately who are your competition. That's why focusing on learning one skill as opposed to trying to operate a whole business that requires lots of skills, loads of capital, and years of experience will allow you to reach your goal of making 6 figures a year 100 times easier. But what skills are actually worth learning in the age of AI, where lots of skilled labor is getting quickly replaced? As I mentioned earlier, the answer is sales. Sales is the backbone of every successful business. And as more and more businesses enter the online space, the demand for highly skilled remote sales reps is only going to increase. It's just the nature of sales. It's the most important skill in business, and it's required by all businesses across all industries. Because here's the thing, a business can have the best product in the world, but if they can't sell it efficiently, they're not going to make any money. And that's all business really is at its core, a simple value exchange for goods or services for cash. A transaction that most of the time is facilitated by a salesperson. And this is why focusing on your sales skills is the best route to making 10K a month in 2024. Rather than compete in an oversaturated market where it's easy to get squeezed as prices go down and the skills required to compete are going up, it's much smarter to join forces with an already successful business. Learn from them and make money in the process. Getting into sales allows you to ride the coattails of an already successful business and get rich selling their products or services which are already in high demand. It's like hopping in someone else's Ferrari instead of walking to your end destination. And trust me, getting a Ferrari is going to get you there a hell of a lot quicker than simply walking. But now let's talk about the highest leverage way to use those sales skills. Because as Warren Buffett often says, it doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you get in. And some sales jobs have a much higher earning potential than others. And the best sales opportunities in 2024 are in the remote high ticket closing space. And all high ticket closing is selling high-priced products or services, and off the back, you get a hefty commission. This can include 10K coaching programs, 5K a month done for you services, $20,000 masterminds, or 50K business consulting, and loads of other offers that can be sold remotely from your laptop. And essentially, you're selling expensive products and services. This can range from $2,000 all the way up to $100,000. And because these offers are so expensive and they often have large profit margins, you don't need to sell a lot of them in order to get to 10K a month. Just closing 10 to 20 deals a month can get you to 10, 20, even 30 to 40K in commission. And this is how I've helped over 100 guys now. They've transitioned out of building their agencies, transitioned out of their 9-to-5s, or they've started making money from university by becoming high ticket closers. To give you an idea of what that actually looks like, here's a realistic breakdown of what a high ticket closer can make and obviously how. If you're selling a 5K product and you're making 10% commission, you're going to be taking home $500 per close you're able to make. If you take just 5 sales calls per day, 5 days a week, which is 100 calls a month, and you close just 20% of those deals, which is a pretty low closing rate, you're going to have closed 20 deals and made $500 for each of those deals, meaning you're going to be making 10K a month. But now, as promised, let's compare that to some other online business opportunities. Because here's a little secret. Those Shopify screenshots you've seen all over Instagram and TikTok from the dropshipping gurus, or those agency bros on Money Twitter flexing 100K months, those are not profit, not even close. So here's a breakdown of those common business models, starting with the agency. So let's say you charge $2,000 a month to run Facebook ads for a chiropractor in your local area. Now let's say you've got 5 of those clients paying you $2,000 each. You're gonna get to 10K a month in revenue. But after you pay your team, along with all the other overheads that come with an agency, you're likely only going to be profiting $500 to $1,000 per client. That's a grand total of 2.5 to 5K in profit per month. Numbers you can easily hit by working a normal 9-to-5 job. And not to mention, you've got to manage those 5 accounts, manage a whole team, and keep those 5 clients happy, and hopefully provide a good enough service that they don't leave you after the first 1 to 2 months, which is very common in the agency space. Now let's talk about e-commerce. Whilst e-commerce can seem like a very sexy business from the outside looking in, the truth is most e-commerce businesses have tiny profit margins. I'm talking 10 to 20%, meaning to make 10K a month in profit, you're likely gonna have to be doing 50 to 100K in revenue per month. That's right, 100K a month. And the marketing capability to get to 100K per month anyway is absolutely absurd. Not to mention the logistical complexity of fulfilling those thousands of orders without getting hundreds of chargebacks and unhappy customers in the process. Which is why I believe e-commerce to be one of the hardest ways to scale to 10K a month in profit. And it also requires a lot of capital. Yet the dropshipping gurus make it look the easiest business model to do in the world and that anybody can have success with it, which is complete nonsense. And the funny thing is, most dropshipping gurus make most of their money teaching other people to do it as opposed to actually making it from their own products. The next one to talk about is freelancing. Let's say you wanted to become a freelance copywriter. Similar to the agency, imagine you land 5 clients paying you 2K a month, putting you again at 10K a month in revenue. And whilst yes, the profit margins here are gonna be much higher because you're gonna be the one doing all the work and you don't have to manage and pay a whole entire team, it's much less scalable and the pressure's on you to deliver those results. And basically here, instead of having just one boss at a regular job, you're gonna be having 5 different bosses all at once that all have incredibly high demands and could fire you at any minute, which makes it extremely rare for a freelancer to ever make more than 10K per month. And plus, they're working like a dog. And you see, whilst all these business models sound super sexy and look super easy in all the advertising you're seeing online, the truth is they're highly complex, they're not beginner friendly, and they're just getting more and more saturated over time. Whereas high ticket sales is simple and it benefits from a growing market and market saturation. Because as more and more businesses enter the space and more opportunities present itself, there's gonna be more and more need for high ticket closers. And on top of that, with high ticket sales, you actually get to keep what you make. It's 100% profit. There is no need to worry about margins, management, fulfillment, marketing, logistics, accounts, or none of the other skills you need to run an entire business. It's one of the only money-making methods where your income directly reflects the skills and the value you bring to the table. So as the internet continues to grow, rather than competing in an increasingly saturated market, you can leverage this growth to your benefit by becoming a high ticket closer. Now, I believe this to be the best way to make 10K a month online, but I will not tell you that it's easy. Just like all these other business models, it requires work. You need to spend the time in order to learn the skills so you can get the success and actually hit that 10K a month, but it's far simpler than all of the other business models I've mentioned in this video. And for those wanting to learn high ticket sales or look into how to actually get started, you can click the link in my bio and check out my coaching program, Club Closer. We've helped over 100 guys get into high ticket closing and crack 6 figures online while securing financial location and financial freedom. But if you're just looking to learn a bit more about sales at this stage, you can check out all the other videos on my YouTube channel and my Instagram, where I will tell you exactly how you can get into the high ticket closing space and how you can actually get better at sales. So please make sure to drop a subscribe. I hope you like this video and I'll see you in the next one.